Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eichenberry in real life, or maybe since this is on my vlog, it's the other way around. I'm Marcus Eichenberry, known as Marky Dragon in game and on my other channels. So, what I wanted to talk about today is my frustration and my quest to get more performance out of my computer and to do better videos and to get the most bang for the buck as possible. So I've got this well, you can see right here I'm using what's called XSplit. It's an application that I have for doing live recordings, and I don't have any post-processing of these. So I mean, I can post-process them if I want, but I have the ability to do everything right here with XSplit. And so some of the things that I can do is, like, I want to show you this game card. Or it's not a game card, it's a capture card that is made for gamers. And because I do a lot of so you can see the videos up here. This is like being the weatherman here, trying to point to these. You can see the videos here, and both of those are links too. Isn't that cool? That I can put those up and they can be links, and you can go off and see my gameplay stuff. And so what I've got here is I decided that the best bang for the buck is to offload CPU time and GPU, the graphics processor as well. And I'm going to do that with an AVERMEDIA card. And so this is the card right here, and I found it on Amazon. So this card is basically, let's get a little bit better view of it here. It is a PCIe card. It's going to go in my machine. You can see here that it's got an HDMI in and an HDMI out. It's also got an audio in and an audio out. And what this is going to allow me to do is to, well, one of the things that this was designed for was to take in Xbox or PS3, console type gaming, and be able to record it to your PC so that you can broadcast it live on Twitch, or on record to your YouTube channel or whatnot. And so this card right here, it has something else that's really kind of unique, which is that I can play like Guild Wars or World of Tanks, like you see in these videos going on here. And I've had to dumb down the graphics in them and do lower quality on them in order to have enough CPU and GPU to play it as smooth as possible. It takes a lot of horsepower to do these recordings, and I'm doing it on the fly on this computer. And so it just takes a lot of horsepower to do that. Now, there's a couple of options with this card. One is I can put it in a different machine, and then I can run XSplit on that other machine. And so everything that's on my screen right here on my desktop then is basically broadcast or transported, or anyway. It's like broadcast. It's like putting one of these HDMI outs into a monitor. And so I have an HDMI out on my video card, and I can just tell it to mirror my main display, and then it will record that on the other machine, and I can control that other machine for the live stream and everything, and then I can use my machine, my current machine, as a dedicated gaming machine. And so I can bump up the graphics, I can do all kinds of stuff, plus I can run everything in full screen so that the gameplay is it's more fluid. The video is more fluid. And so this thing right here, it has a couple things that comes with it. It's the card, and it's got this puck type of thing for turning it on and off, so you can start it and stop it real easily, which I think will be really handy whenever you are like sitting back playing the Xbox. I mean, I can't imagine being in the front room playing with my Xbox and then doing just hit that, and the stuff starts it'll just start recording right then, and so I can do my live broadcast or whatever right then with that puck. I think that'll be kind of cool. But now, how I'm going to be using it is I'm going to be putting this in my machine, and then I'm going to be going HDMI out of my video card and then HDMI in to this, and it's going to, on its onboard processor, it is going to take care of all the processing and then just of the video, and then dump it to back to my machine, and I'll go back into XSplit, and it'll allow me to use that as a full video source of the game, so it'll be like game source. And so I'll be able to play whatever game on my main monitor. I won't have to do screen region capture. I won't have to attach to the game or anything. I will just tell it always, look at the capture card. And so I think that's really going to be a big deal. And I've reached out to AVERMEDIA, and I'm going to see about getting some more stuff like this, so that I can show it off, which they may, who knows, they may. So now that is something that in this right here, it would allow me to use this right here, my big camera. And my big camera here has an HDMI out right there, and so imagine that I'm able to take that camera with that mic. That's an $1,100 microphone on there, and I'm able to take all of that out, or I've got my other microphone here, which is this right here, and it's H4n from Zoom, and it's a really good microphone. Actually, maybe just as good as that, I don't know, but it is going to allow me to also, when I'm doing commentary stuff like this, to have it going straight to XSplit with an awesome camera. Now I have some other cameras here too, and I was looking at this today, and in fact I hadn't even thought about it before, but in all actuality, this little camera here, this is what I record a lot of the stuff that goes onto this channel. It has an HDMI out right there, and then I've got some other cameras here as well that I use for different things. Like this is one that I use in low light, and it's really good in low light. And I think that this, yep, it has a mini HDMI. It's kind of on the side. It's kind of in an awkward spot, but that's where it's at. And so I'll be able to set up multiple cameras. And now I bought a switcher with it too. And so the switcher was only like 35 bucks. And it's infrared, remote control, has 5 HDMI inputs. And so what I'll do is I'll set that at the side, and then I could have, say, all 3 of these cameras up and running at one time. And then if I want to choose camera 1 or camera 2 or camera 3, then I just, with a little thing button, I can just do it all myself. So I can have my hands. And so like if I wanted to, let's say I had another one set up, another one of these cameras set up, like this one's a pretty good camera. And let's just say I had this set up on a tripod in the other portion of the room, then I could really, I could take it and have that at the whiteboard or whatever, and recording that. And so I can do this all right on the fly. And in fact, I have wireless microphones as well, the lapel mics, which will plug in to either my big camera or to my microphone here, the Zoom H4n, and that would allow me to walk around the room and everything. So with good audio quality. So that card, 200 bucks is all it is. I was really surprised by that. So in fact I'll include a link in the description to this, because if you're doing any sort of video recording or whatnot, direct to the computer. I mean, I haven't shown you guys all this other stuff yet, but this video, I'll do no post-processing of it. None. And what I mean by that is that when I shoot with this camera, I then have to offload the files to my computer, and then I have to bring up Adobe Premiere. You have to have a professional with that camera. You have to have a professional editor. You can't just use something like Pinnacle because it uses MXF files, and they're considered a professional wrapper around the files, and you need a professional application to unwrap them. And then I have to edit it up the way I want it, and then I render it, and that all takes a lot of time. So with this right here, my time into it, I don't know how long I've been recording here actually. So what, maybe 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes? And so as soon as I'm done with this, which will be in just a minute because I'm wrapping up here, I'll just take that file, upload it straight to YouTube as it is, and then put my description on it and keywords and everything, and it'll be done. So it dramatically cuts down the time. It allows me to actually produce a lot more content, and this card is going to allow me to do great deal of higher quality stuff, and I'm really looking forward to that. And if it's really good, I'll look at getting multiple cards in the machine possibly, so that I can control more stuff through XSplit and make everything seem more like a studio, more broadcast type and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. And for $200, and I'm an Amazon Prime member, so I'm getting the shipping for free. I think that is just an awesome deal. And the other guys that I've seen talking about these cards, because I did a lot of research, they're like, it's phenomenal. So it's going to lower a lot of the gameplay off of my CPU, and I just can't. I'm just excited. It gets here in a couple of days, and I'll be sure to do some testing with it and show it off, and show how how I installed it and all of that stuff, how it's configured, so that if there's something that you need, you'll be able to find out that info. So, okay, that is it. So I will check you all out later. And now, look at this test. This is a test of an exit that I did that is just to kind of show some multiple videos playing simultaneously with exit music, and it's just something that I was just trying to put together that might be good for if on exit screens, and I had multiple different things that people might be interested in clicking on to go to the next video, then these could all be separate videos and they could all be links. So here it is, take a look.